Good morning. It's about 5:30 and I'm going to have some coffee and some oatmeal and get started. I think I'm going to do about 18 miles today. It's a lot of elevation coming up, so I think that should be perfect. And yeah. Oh, I slept really well. The only thing I don't like about cowboy camping is that for some reason my quilt always seems to get dirty. For some reason, because it's in the dirt. Anyway, I'm going to get moving. Well, it's 6 o'clock and I'm finally going. I would have been going a little bit earlier, except I lost one of my gaiters from my shoes. I had to unpack my whole backpack to find it. Silly. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. And it's supposed to get really windy in a couple hours, so I'm hoping to make some good time this morning, because later on it'll be a little harder, kind of like the other day coming into Ridgecrest. So wish me luck. I got water after about 3.5 miles. I got 2.5 liters because there's a couple water sources coming up shortly, probably all the same creek, but I don't want to stop again so quickly. And then the next one is 12 miles from here. So I drank some and now I've got that. Should be more than plenty because it is not hot out. It's still beautiful this morning. I've not seen it cloudy very much at all, so it seems kind of weird. It's funny. But I'm looking forward to a very nice morning, and hopefully the wind won't be too bad. I'd like to be not in the woods when it gets windy, but I don't really know what's coming up, so it will be a surprise. Wow. I didn't look yet to see if this is the same creek, but boy, this is an unusual and very pleasant sight. I feel like I'm reaching the end of the desert. Well, it has become windy. It's not too bad because Even though the winds are increasing as the day goes by, they're actually getting less for me because I'm going downhill. So I decided to try to make it to Chimney Creek, which is kind of in the bottom of the valley. That will be 16.4 miles for me today till I get lunch. So I've been having a lot of snacks. I got about 2 miles left, so I think it'll be fine. It'll probably be around 2 when I get there, which isn't terrible. But as I'm walking, I'm thinking of all the food that I'm craving so much. Steak. Oh, I had the best steak in Ridgecrest. And sushi for whatever reason. I'm really craving sushi. I think because it's been so hot. Problem is, I need my protein. So if I'm in town, I don't want to load up on carbs with not a lot of protein in it. But always craving ice cream. Always. Milkshakes, sundaes, ice cream cones, something yummy and chocolatey and candy pieces in it. Ah, yum. So I'm not that much closer to my lunch yet. Now I've made myself hungrier. All right, I'm gonna have 2 tortillas with peanut butter and Cheetos. I have no idea why I find this good, but it's good. And I got some beef jerky too. Gonna try to save half of it for tomorrow though. Well, my lunch was amazing. I filtered 3 liters of water with my gravity setup while I was eating and relaxing. And 2 guys showed up, older gentlemen doing a section hike from Walker Pass to Kennedy Meadows. Their names were Pathfinder and Professor, and we got to chatting. I'm afraid I rambled on a lot because I haven't seen anybody in 2 days. So we had a good talk. I hung around for a little extra time than I meant to, which is fine. My plan now is to do whatever I feel like. Theoretically, I'm going to go 8 more miles, which would put me at 24 for the day, and that would get me there by 7-ish tonight. But that will also put me at 6,000 feet of ascent. So if I get tired before then, I'll stop sooner. And I don't know, if I feel like keep going, I'll keep going, but I kind of doubt that's gonna happen. It's still windy, but it was nice and sheltered down where I had lunch, and real pretty. So Let's see. I felt like there was something else. I'm so excited to get to Kennedy Meadows. Like, every time I think about it, I tear up. And I'm not really sure why, except that it's so exciting to be at the beginning of the Sierras, and it's like the iconic place to get to, and it's going to be 700 miles. So I'm just very excited. And woo, there's a pine cone that fell right in front of me. Anyway, I'll let you know how I'm faring in a bit. It's getting very windy. There's another one of these little guys. I looked up what they're called. I forget now, but he's so awesome. He just waddled away. Let's see if I can get a picture of his head. He's like a little dragon. Alright, don't disturb it, little man. Oh yeah, here's a funny story. These two older guys that I met, I mean older meaning they're probably like 50 or 60. But anyway, Pathfinder and Professor, they, at the end of the conversation, I said something about my son, and they were like, oh, how old's your son? He's got to be pretty young. And I was like, 30. And they said, oh, we thought you were 30. So now they're my new best friends. I'm 51. 51? Yeah, I'm 51. See, I'm so old I can't even remember how old I am. Also, I'll let you look at something more interesting than my face. Also, I keep forgetting to mention, the other day going down to Kelso Water Cache, pretty sure I crossed a mountain lion's lair. There's another word that has escaped my mind. Anyway, I walked through this area with a ton of rocks and a down tree, and it was all in shade, and it smelled kind of weird. I was like, huh. And then when I hiked back up to find my friend, I walked through it again, and I said, oh, that smells kind of weird. And then on the way down, going through it, I was like, oh, that smells like cat pee den, a mountain lion's den. So I'm pretty sure that was the area of a mountain lion's den. And we had seen what we thought were cat prints in the sand a lot of the day before. So I know they're around. I just have never seen one or seen really any sign of one. So that was interesting. It could be that I'm wrong, but it definitely smelled like cat pee. All right, it's a little after 5. I'm 21 miles in. I feel good. It's been a climb, but it's PCT, so it's not so steep. But I got onto this mountainside, and the wind is back with a vengeance. My thermometer's reading 48. It's gotta be at least 38, the wind chill. My little fingers are cold. I only have my sun gloves on, but I don't really want to stop, dig out my gloves out of my clothing bag, so I'm just gonna suck it up. And the other thing, trying to find a camp spot. This wind is supposed to die down around midnight, but it hasn't been bad the last few hours. But here we are. Whew.
I tell you what, it's a little windy. Yeah, I mentioned that 17 times. The wind's supposed to calm down around, and I have a campsite set. Okay, we're gonna keep 17. Says it's not so windy. I hope he's right, or she, or they. That was a correct assessment.
All right, so the end of day 51. It is 7 o'clock and I'm about to get something to eat. I did 24 miles today, almost 6,000 feet of ascent, so that is good. I'm a numbers person, and sometimes if I would have planned 24 miles and 6,000 feet of elevation gain, I would have been like, nope, not doing it. So that was good for me to show that I could do it and I didn't have to let the numbers get in my head. It's still pretty windy and my tent setup is pretty shabby because of the space available and the wind, but it's supposed to calm down very shortly, so hopefully that will help. All right, gonna have some mashed potatoes and something else yummy, tuna, and head to bed. Good night.